Hi guys. Hello, I got me a cup of tea. God, what I tell you what, I had a mad day. Completely mad day. I was supposed to come on. I was supposed to come on about 5 hours ago. Yeah. Oh, this is the first time I've been able to sit down. So, guys, whoa. What a roller coaster we've had, us Elvis fans. Team Elvis, fans around the world. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Michelle. Sorry, Michelle. Sorry, Michelle. Michelle, are you still there? I listened to your last voicemail. Michelle, are you still there? I just want to say one thing to you. Do you know what? I got myself loads of tea. Tea, look. Look at the size of that tea. Yeah, Michelle, I listened to your last voicemail to Amy. Beautiful voicemail, by the way. And I love the way that how you became an Elvis fan. But I did want to say one thing to you. Look up Elvis, how he looked in March 1977 on holiday in Hawaii. Look him up. I repeat, Elvis, when he went on holiday in 1977, look at his pictures. You're going to have a surprise. Elvis wasn't as big as people think. Now, I know that when he was live and those last few concerts, the way they were filmed, because they were filmed up close with him sweaty, with his puffy face and his puffy belly, it made him look very big. But believe it or not, you look up those pictures in Hawaii, 1977, he was slim on his arms and his legs and his shoulders. Yes, his face was puffy and his tummy was extended. But remember, he had very serious chronic medical conditions, very serious. He had very serious inflammation. He had serious constipation, twisted colon, many other problems that made him look inflamed, but he actually wasn't as overweight as people think. Look up those pictures. You will have a surprise. And I'm going to give you a quick flash. Because many of us have sort of been brainwashed into thinking that Elvis at the end was very fat, but he wasn't. Let me just, in Hawaii. This is all part of defending Elvis, guys. And everyone likes to think of him as that he was this very fat, bloated drug addict on hot. But you look at his, let me just get them up. This is all part of how we are trying to show the truth. Yeah. Now, I say this respectfully, but you will have a surprise when I show you these pictures. That is Elvis, 1977 in March. Look at his legs. Look at his arm. He's got a bit of a tummy, not that big. This is months before he died. Elvis was not a fat man. I'll show you some more pictures just to show you that I'm not talking rubbish. These are actual pictures in March 1977. Have a look, guys. That is Elvis. Yeah, Elvis was not fat in the end. He would look very bloated on his face, on his tummy. When the cameras were up close to him and he was sweating with a big jumpsuit on, he would look fat, but he wasn't. Look at that, guys. Yeah. Remember, the reason we're called Defending Elvis Presley is because we will pick up on every aspect of how Elvis is portrayed to the world since before he died, and we will disprove a lot of it. And one of the things that we are disproving is that he was this strung out druggie on coke and heroin, and that he was a big fat bloke binging on cheeseburgers, which he was not. Elvis was no druggie. Elvis was no binger of burgers. Yeah, he didn't binge on peanut butter and banana and jam sandwiches all day. This is all part of the myth that we are here to disprove. So yes, he was taking probably way too much prescribed medication, and yes, he was on uppers and downers and painkillers and all the rest of it, but there are a reason for this. He had extreme insomnia. He was in extreme pain. He was taking steroids to try and ease his constipation, his twisted colon. So yes, he was filling himself with pills to try and fix himself, to try and medicate himself, to try and make himself better, to ease the pain so that he could sleep, so that he could wake up, to give him energy. Yeah, dozens of pills a day, but there was a reason for every one of them. Elvis was no drug addict. Anyway, so right, okay, right. Let's get to the story, guys. Now, I don't have long. I have 45 minutes. Have you got yourselves a cup of tea? Now, I have been inundated with comments, videos, interviews. I'll tell you what, when we did a live stream yesterday when I did the dog walk, I hope you guys watched it. And I said, this is just the beginning. I think this is going to blow up. Yeah, be a real big deal. I meant it, but I tell you what, today I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, this has exploded. This has exploded. This now is the topic around the world. Michael Edwards and the allegations against him, which I think have a knock-on effect towards PRESLEY. It's big news, guys. Big news. As Elvis defenders, we got our work cut out, because this, I am blown away. I'm like, oh my God, where do I start? Seriously, guys, I'm like, I know that we're called Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth, which is 100% why we're here, Team Elvis. But whoa, this is an earthquake. This is a volcano erupting as we speak. Now, I've been trying. You're gonna laugh at me. I allow, right, Geo, I allow you to laugh at me, right? I put diesel in my petrol camper van. You know my 1967 camper van? I put diesel in it. Diesel. It's the number one thing I always say to my wife. Don't you dare put diesel in that car. Oh, God. And I did it. Now, you'll laugh at this, guys. Michelle, you'll laugh at this. I was driving to get petrol in my 1967 camper van, which I adore, guys. And I kept saying to myself, don't you dare put diesel in it. Don't you dare put diesel in it. Let me show you a picture of it. Laura, I'm telling them about me putting diesel in the car. It was embarrassing. Let me just see if I got a picture of it. I'd said, don't you dare put diesel in it. Oh my God, it's so stupid. Right, let me just see if I can find the Facebook page of it. So I get to the petrol station. Right, love you. I get to the petrol station. I'm still saying, don't you dare put diesel in it. Let's see if I can see a picture of it. I don't know if many of you know this. I restore classic cars. That's my hobby. I've done loads. Mainly Volkswagen Beetles, Volkswagen Campers, split screen, bay windows. So I get to the petrol station. I'm trying to find a picture of it. I can't even find a picture of my camper van. That's silly. It's my main hobby. So I get to the petrol station, and yeah, I picked up the black handle thinking it was green. I have no idea why. And puts it in the petrol hole. Right, here it is. This is my camper van, yeah? She's a beauty. 1967. She's an absolute beauty. And what do? And I restore them. I know how to fix them, yeah? And I put petrol in it. Diesel. Diesel. Now this, I woke up this morning. I did quite a lot of research on the Michael Edwards situation with the book From Here to the Great Unknown and Priscilla. We did a very interesting live stream last night, hoping that there's no cover up, because I was quite worried that this was going to be brushed under the carpet. We mentioned Shauna's show. She had said it as well. Even Rhonda, Presley Mania, she was saying she feels that Riley's holding it close to her chest. Yeah, both great channels. Presley Mania, Tenderly Loving Elvis. Even Rare Elvis Photos. Even he has done a very good video exposing Michael Edwards and Priscilla. Have any of you watched that? Rare Elvis Photos video that he posted yesterday, reading out the wording of Michael Edwards. Yeah. Did any of you watch that Rare Elvis Photos video? It was good. It was good. And Shauna's Tenderly Loving Elvis. Brilliant. On the mark. Because we have to shout loudly. Now, I woke up this morning. I did a lot of research last night and this morning. We have a lot to go through. And then I do that thing with the camper van, with the diesel. And it has took me, I've only just finished. I woke up at 7 in the morning and it's 2 p.m. And I've only just finished. I had to drain out the petrol tank, drain out the engine. I had to replace the fuel pipes. Oh, guys. So we are behind. I would have done 2 live streams by now. So don't worry, because I'm still doing it, guys. I've been watching your take care, Michelle. Michelle, just so you know, I've been going through all the comments with you and Amy Collette. I can see that you and Amy have connected. Yeah. And Amy Collette, I don't know if you're on, but I'll tell you what, you have been so helpful. Amy Collette, our #1 researcher, who we completely rely on and love and adore, who knows what she's talking about. Amy, are you there? Let me just message her to say we're live. Thank you so much, Michelle and Amy. The 24-hour chat today has been excellent. Of course, you guys are screaming and infuriated with all this stuff that's coming out with Michael Edwards. Aren't you guys? It's like, this has blown your tops. I don't blame you. You should be. Now, my last night's dog walk live stream, I did say I'm very worried that Riley is doing these interviews and allowing the interviewers to only ask the little questions. I'm not blaming Riley. I love Riley. What I'm saying is what is happening behind the scenes. What is the agenda? What is the agenda with these news companies? And they're doing these interviews with Riley and they are avoiding what the main thing that Lisa Marie at the beginning of her book, chapter 1, chapter 2, the main thing that Lisa Marie Presley in the book From Here to the Great Unknown that she wrote, should I say she did the audio tapes, her own words, and it's being ignored and they're brushing over it. They're making her look small when they mention the body of Benjamin, how Lisa grieved. They're bringing that up. Then they're doing a bit of baby talk, just talking about, it is important, Lisa Marie's closeness with her father and her life at Gracelands, her life with Lisa Marie, Riley, Lisa Marie and Elvis and Priscilla. But they're not asking the main question at the moment, which I think is the most important question. I know that as we go into the book, there's many more questions to be asked. But right now, this is how serious it is. We want answers about Michael Edwards. I want answers. I don't want it ignored. I do not want all these interviewers around whatever different parts of America they are at the moment. Eventually, Riley will start going to different countries. But we are angry and upset. This Lisa Marie has made a decision before she died. She was going to get it out there what has happened to her. What Michael Edwards did to her. These allegations. And we want them taken seriously. And they are not going to be taken seriously until an interviewer on a platform that the world watches asks the bloody question. Ask the questions. Riley Keough, what is this about Michael Edwards allegedly was molesting your daughter, your mother, spanking your mother for years and making excuses that he's trying to show her what it's going to be like to be grown up. We ain't brushing this under the carpet, guys. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. We are going to do this. These are allegations. Let me just tell Elaine we're live. These are allegations. I have to be careful. I believe Lisa 100%. 100% I believe Lisa Marie and what she is saying in her book. Every word of it. Right? And I am not having, I don't care if Riley is the daughter of Lisa Marie. I don't mean that to offend Riley. I've got all the love in the world for Riley. She's beautiful. She's lovely. She comes from a good heart. She's trying to keep everyone happy. She's trying to keep the peace. But no, you are her daughter. And you are going to stand up for your mum and you are going to defend your mother. Because if you don't, we're going to do it. We as Team Elvis are going to jump head in there with people like Lorraine Roberts, Amy Collett, and we are going to shout from the rooftops and we're going to get it heard. We are going to get it heard. There's no sweeping under the bush here. There's no cover up. Sweeping under the carpet. Sorry, bush. Guys, are we agreed here? Are we agreed? Now, I went to bed and I thought I had not found one story talking about, not even one talking about these allegations that Lisa Marie has told the world about. Lisa Marie has let the cat out the bag. Yeah? Thank you. Lisa, thank you so much. We're here for you, to defend you, no matter what. Now, hi, Elaine. We are infuriated that it feels like it's being brushed under the carpet. Elaine keeps saying justice for Lisa, and it's true. And if we're not going to get justice for Lisa from Riley, and I'm not trying to badmouth Riley, Riley Keough, we have big expectations from you as her daughter. Now, I know you've gone through hell. I know you and the twins have gone through hell. But you're going to do the right thing. You're going to do the right thing. And as other people say, like Presley Mania, Rhonda, she said, maybe she's keeping it close to her chest for now. Yeah? I respect that. This is a hot potato. We need to deal with this now. We need to deal with this now. Yeah? Not in a month when it's forgotten and there's a new popular subject. Whilst this book is a massive bestseller around the world, yeah, which it is, it's been a massive success. It's an amazing book. 10 out of 10. Brilliant. We're going to talk about the things in this book that the wrongdoing in this book to Lisa Marie. Whoever did it, whether it's Michael Edwards, Priscilla, or anybody else, we're going to talk about it loudly. And if Riley is trying to play the game of keeping people happy, whether it be Scientology, whether it be other members of her family, tough. We're going to butt in and get involved. Now, I hope, respectfully, I hope Riley does the right thing and starts bringing out these disgusting allegations that are so obviously, I'll say it a different way, smoke and fire. Smoke and fire. Yeah? Now, because I've been busy, I haven't managed to start reading all the write-ups yet. So I do think that today they've started releasing things. Yeah, I'm just checking your comments. I do think that today they've started now. It's coming out now. But I tell you what, yesterday was disappointing. I think we had 5 interviews from Riley. Again, respectfully to Riley. Look, Riley, we're on your side, mate. We're with you. We love your mum. We love your father. We love Finley and Harper. We love Benjamin. Yeah, we're with you. You got us. We're on your side. You're going to do the right thing. Now, I'm going to play this videotape. I have started this video recording. I have started to find a few things, finally, that are now addressing this very important issue with Michael Edwards. Yeah? I saw an interview that he was 36 when this started with Lisa Marie. Now, remember, these are allegations. This is an opinion for entertainment purposes. This is an entertainment show. It's just entertainment. Opinions. Yeah? Right, I'm going to play this video and I'm going to read your comments. Okay? Now, we're not going to do this in a hateful way. We're going to do this in a way that we're taken seriously by Facebook and YouTube and by the authorities. We don't want to get ourselves in trouble. These are allegations. Even though I clearly believe Lisa. 100% I believe Lisa. Okay, guys? Now, Riley, in these interviews, should be fuming. Fuming. She should be out for blood. She should be out for blood. I don't understand what's happening, guys. I don't understand it. Anyway, let's go. Now, you imagine if that was your child, your sister, your brother. Yeah? Come on, guys. Priscilla, it seems, has gone into hiding. She's saying nothing. Now, Michael Edwards has released a press release, hasn't he? Michael Edwards has denied everything. He has denied everything. He is calling Lisa Marie a liar. A liar. Why would she lie? Why would Lisa Marie lie? Why? Seriously, why? Come on. She did the voice, the audio voice. She did it for her daughter and her twins and the fans and the general public around the world. She wanted to expose what had happened to her. It's so obvious. This was her last chance to say the right things. Anyway, I just want to say I'm going to go through the 24/7 chat on defending Elvis Presley. I'm going to go through it all. I'm going to go through it all. I know exactly how you feel. All right, so we've got now Thea Pavlou. Are you on with us, Thea Pavlou? I'll just say to her, yeah, so Thea is Greek Cypriot. I'm Greek Cypriot as well. So Thea has given me some information that there's a couple of pages missing on the UK. Page 85 and page 86, which talks about the disgusting things that Michael Edwards did. It seems like some countries, page 85 and 86, are missing. Have any of you found that? The bits, the allegations that show the indecent behavior alleged of Michael Edwards, page 85 and 86 are missing. Do you know that? Do any of you know that, guys? because some of you are only getting a mild version of this disgusting behavior from Michael Edwards, allegedly. There's a much more serious allegation, sexual allegation, spanking. Page 85 and 86. Some of you guys have, it's not there. Yeah? Elaine, it's complicated. Yeah, so I think already Thea Pavlou told me this morning, and I sent it to Amy, and Amy looked into it straight away, and she agrees. So Thea Pavlou, excellent, mate. Excellent. You've done us proud. And Amy has done her thing, Amy Collette, and she's proved these things correct. Thank you, Amy. Right. We don't have that much longer. Now, I found a videotape. I could talk about this for hours and hours. We could spend the whole day doing this live. I could carry on now until I go to bed tonight. This is how serious this is. But I found a video that sums it up nicely. It's somebody else's. It's another YouTube channel. I'm going to find it for you. You're going to like it because it breaks everything down very well. Here to the great unknown. Right, before I play this, I want you guys to please subscribe to this channel, because this woman has gone out of her way to do this video. It's called Michael Edwards Denies Taking Lisa Marie Presley by Force. I'm shocked. I repeat, Michael Edwards denies taking Lisa Marie Presley by force. Please note the channel, Playful Parade. Playful Parade. Please subscribe to it. I'm going to play it. It's not that long, but it's long enough. No, sorry. Whilst it's playing, guys, I'm going to read your comments. Yeah, I may even make a coffee. I don't know, but I'm going to get my kids from school, and then they're going with my wife, and I'm going to do a part 2 almost straight away. We got some catching up to do, guys. We got some catching up to do. So let's do this. Right. Now I'm going to read these comments while this plays, and okay. Now I want to say this clearly, guys. Please. Let's not turn this into hate. Let's get professional with it. Let's do things properly in a way that Facebook and YouTube don't shut us down. If you're going on to other social media platforms, including Facebook, Michael Edwards, whatever, let's do it in the right way. These are allegations that need to be proved, that are for the authorities. Yeah? I don't want us to be called a bunch of haters. We are defending Elvis Presley and Lisa Marie and the bloodline, and we're trying to do things in the right way, okay? Right.
Michael Edwards has strongly denied allegations of molesting Lisa Marie Presley while dating her mother, Priscilla Presley, for 7 years in the 1980s. These allegations have resurfaced following the release of Lisa Marie's newly published memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown, in which she detailed her experiences. Edwards, who gained recognition for his role in the 1981 film Mommy Dearest, has decided to speak out against the claims. He emphasized his shock and disbelief regarding these allegations, asserting that there is absolutely no truth to them and that he never behaved inappropriately with Lisa Marie. He expressed his dismay at how such serious accusations have now become part of the narrative around his relationship with the Presley family. These claims are absolutely untrue, Edwards told Playful Parade in a statement on Thursday. I never molested Lisa Marie and am shocked at the suggestion that I did. This entire ordeal has been deeply upsetting. Edwards, who is 26 years older than Lisa Marie, further addressed the controversial claims in his own 1988 memoir, Elvis, Priscilla and Me, where he previously admitted to craving Lisa sexually. He has now expressed regret over those admissions, stating that they were embellished to create a more dramatic and salacious narrative. I was encouraged to embellish a harmless anecdote about Lisa Marie in my memoir from the 1980s and now regret that I did, he explained to Playful Parade. I understand that these stories sell books, but the notion that I molested Lisa Marie is just a complete fabrication. The regret I feel today about having ever written such things is immense, as it has now contributed to accusations that are categorically false. In her memoir, Lisa Marie claimed that she was only 10 years old and Edwards was around 36 when he allegedly raped her. These claims have reignited public scrutiny of Edwards and have cast a shadow over his relationship with both Priscilla Presley and her young daughter. The allegations are severe and have led many to reconsider Edwards' role during the time he spent in their lives. Edwards has consistently denied these claims and reiterated his innocence, maintaining that nothing of the sort ever occurred. Edwards' daughter, Caroline Van Zant, also stepped forward to defend her father, expressing her disbelief at the allegations made in Lisa Marie's memoir. In a statement to Playful Parade on Thursday, Van Zant emphasized her own close relationship with Lisa Marie during her father's years with Priscilla Presley. Lisa Marie and I were close friends throughout my father's relationship with Priscilla, Van Zant wrote. We were confidants, like sisters, sharing all our secrets and complaining about our parents as typical teenagers do. During that time, Lisa never once indicated that anything inappropriate had occurred between her and my father. She continued, I have kept many notes and letters from Lisa Marie during those years, and she never stated or insinuated that my dad touched her inappropriately. When she told me about my dad walking into her room, we addressed and resolved the issue as a family. Those who know Priscilla and her fierce protectiveness of her family understand she never would have tolerated any sort of behavior like that. I'm disappointed and saddened that these claims are being made, as they do not reflect the family environment that we shared. In her memoir, Lisa Marie made detailed allegations that Edwards once ran his finger up her leg when they were alone in her room. He said he was going to teach me what was going to happen when I got older, she wrote. He was putting his hand on my chest and saying, a man's going to touch here, there. He put his hand between my legs and he said, they're going to touch you here. I think he gently kissed me and then left that night. The Lights Out singer described how she confided in her mother about the incident, leading to an apparent apology from Edwards, who appeared sullen and sulky. He allegedly said, I'm so sorry, but in Europe that's how they teach the kids, so that's what I was doing. Lisa Marie went on to claim that the abuse continued, with Edwards frequently touching and spanking her while she believed he was jerking off. She recounted these traumatic events with vivid detail, illustrating the emotional turmoil that followed these encounters. He did it very calmly, just sitting in a chair, whacking my ass, Lisa Marie wrote, describing the physical nature of the abuse she alleged. My butt would be black, blue, orange, green. She claimed her mother's response to the bruises was dismissive, allegedly saying, well, what did you do to cause that? The accusations paint a picture of a household where her concerns were downplayed, adding to the complexity of her emotional experience during that period. Lisa Marie's portrayal of these events provides insight into the strained dynamics and conflicting emotions within the Presley household. Despite his denial of the molestation allegations, Edwards made candid admissions about his feelings towards Lisa Marie in his memoir, adding further controversy to the situation. He described how he eagerly waited for her to get out of school, comparing it to how Elvis Presley had once eagerly awaited Priscilla's return to Graceland from school each day. He recalled an incident when they were all sitting at the dinner table, and Lisa Marie's bare knee accidentally brushed against his hand when she got up. It sent waves of desire through me, he wrote. I looked at Priscilla and thought, can't you see what's happening? I've fallen in love with your daughter. Passage reflects the uncomfortable and blurred boundaries that existed in their household, highlighting the emotional complications that came with their relationships. Priscilla began dating Edwards in 1977, the same year her ex-husband Elvis Presley passed away. Their relationship continued until 1984, during which time Edwards played a significant role in Lisa Marie's life. Lisa Marie, who tragically passed away in January 2023 at the age of 54, recalled the relationship as being marked by violence and discomfort, often describing a volatile household where she felt her emotions and experiences were not validated. The allegations in her memoir have cast a new light on those years, prompting intense scrutiny and questions about the dynamic between Priscilla, Edwards, and Lisa Marie during that period.
So I just want to thank Playful Parade for that 7-minute. It's a good way of just giving you all the information. I know most of you know it already. Because I'm in a hurry and I have to shoot off to get the kids from school, it was a quick way of me bringing us up to speed. Yeah. So Playful Parade, thank you so much. Please subscribe to her channel, guys. That would be a nice thank you. Yeah. Right. So I also found one write-up. Now, I haven't had a chance to catch up, so there's probably hundreds of write-ups now. This was done very quickly this morning. I'm going to try and read it because it's not that long, but I want to talk to you quickly first. Let's have a look. But thank you so much for joining me. There's 53 of you watching. Thank you so much. It means everything to us. Team Elvis. We are Team Elvis. We meet twice a day, sometimes 3 times, to defend Elvis and his bloodline. We do get upset. Sometimes we cry. But we are a small growing family. We've been going for around 5 months now. We've all got to know each other, and we welcome new people. We welcome new people to join us, to become members. Now, I can see Michelle is new. Now, we've also got another Michelle Arundel. She's new. We've had some great new people joining us, defending Elvis Presley. And we're doing it together, guys, all over the world. We are defending around the globe. We are here for Elvis, Lisa, Riley, and the twins, and Benjamin and Gladys. So this is going to be a difficult few weeks. I'm going to admit it to you guys. We're gonna slowly read the book. We're halfway into chapter 1. Now, I was going to read the book like now, but we got to cover this, guys. Now, I'm going to read the book. I'm going to do the second half of chapter 1. Hopefully, if not today, tomorrow. We're going to go through every chapter. Okay. But we need to talk about this Michael Edwards situation. Now, I've been reading. I quickly scanned through your comments. Stacey, yours stood out to me. Now, I want to say this. I understand we are protective and defensive towards Riley and the twins. Yeah? The twins are only 16, Finley and Harper. Riley, she's a successful woman in her own right. They've been through hell. They've lost their mother. They've lost their brother. They've had this sudden thing where Gracelands has been thrust upon them, and the responsibility of that, there's been lawsuits. The Graceland scammer, their grandmother is in a lawsuit with Bridget Jones, the auctioneer, and she's countersuing elder abuse. It's a mess, guys. It's a mess. Then now Riley has been going through the process of her mother's tapes to create this amazing book that is now already a worldwide bestseller. Now, the pressure that Riley has, including her own life, husband, baby Tupelo, there's even rumors that she's pregnant. My point is this. Riley doesn't have enough time in the day to face how complex and busy her life is. Now, I'm not here for a second. I'm not here for a second to slag off Riley. I defend the bloodline with Team Elvis. I'm not trying to make Riley look bad. This is what I'm doing today. I'm saying that Riley has a responsibility as the person who decided to go ahead with this book on behalf of her mother's wishes to defend her mother against these allegations publicly on the news. Now, Stacey, No offense. You are protective and defensive of Riley. I completely understand that. I feel the same way. I'm telling you now that these interviews are a washover. They are a washover. Talking about all the pretty little things that happened between Lisa and Elvis and Riley and Lisa is great. We'll talk about it all day long. I'm really interested in all the good things that happened with Elvis and Lisa and Riley. Yeah, the relationship Riley had with Lisa and how Lisa would talk about her father. Yeah. I'm all for it. Sounds great. Yeah. But we can't ignore it. The questions need to be asked. The questions need to be asked. Yeah. So how do we say to Riley, when you're in these interviews, please allow the questioning of Michael Edwards and the wrongdoing towards her mother, Lisa? How do we do that respectfully? I've got a bit of a dilemma. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. But I tell you what, us fans, yeah, we're going to push for it because it has to happen. It has to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? So I do think we're going to have to do a few more live streams to cover this situation. Yeah. And until we see that Riley is on side when it comes to defending her mother, I'm talking about the questioning that's being allowed by the interviewers on these big platforms that she's being invited onto, because Riley is being interviewed many times a day because of the launching of this book. Yeah. She needs to do the right thing. We can't brush it under the carpet. We can't wash over it. Now, that some of you are not going to agree with me. Some of you are going to go, it's not our business, or she can't do it because she's worried about being sued by her mother, or she's worried about being other lawsuits. No. The allegations have to be brought up again and again until the authorities do the right thing. Yeah? What was the point? What is the point of Lisa Marie bearing her soul in these tapes, asking her daughter to help her write the book if it's going to be ignored and all they're going to talk about is the fact that Elvis chased mice around Lisa Marie's bedroom and shot a snake climbing down a tree? What is the point? No. Lisa Marie put these details in the book because she wanted the world to know. She wanted Riley to know. She wanted Philly and Harper to know. She wanted the fans to know. She wanted the authorities to know. She has put these details in for a reason. She knew exactly what she was doing. She's a very smart lady, Lisa Marie, and she did not do this to get it swept under the carpet and ignored. She did not. And Stacey, you say there might be legal issues stopping her. No. Now listen, Stacey, you know I love you. You're one of my favorite subscribers, members. I have all day long for you, Stacey. I have a lot of respect for you, but you're being too protective towards Riley. If this was Michael Jackson, this would be all over the news, headline news. Every single interviewer will be asking these questions, every single one. But because it's Lisa Marie, it gets brushed under the carpet. No way. What makes it any different? Is it P. Diddy? What's his name in America? Puff Daddy. These accusations about Puff Daddy are all over the news, every news article, clips, social media, tabloids, magazines, you name it, it's everywhere. Why isn't it everywhere with these allegations of Michael Edwards and Lisa Marie? It should be everywhere. The whole world should be talking about what poor Lisa Marie went through. Yeah, the whole world should be talking about it. Every single news article in every country should be screaming from the rooftops, demanding answers. And these allegations, the authorities need to be involved and do the right thing. We need to get things right for Lisa. And I think it's what Lisa Marie wanted. I think Lisa Marie put this information out there because she wants the truth to come out. She wants the people that did things wrong to her when she was a child to be exposed, to be arrested. This is what she wants. She doesn't want, oh, I better be careful what I say because I might upset people. Oh, there's a potential lawsuit. Oh, I might get myself in trouble. That ain't good enough. No. You stand up for your mother the way a daughter should. I'm telling you guys, I'm very emotional about it. I'm close to tears. This is a tough one for me. Amy Collett has been crying all day. Quite a few of you are quite emotional. Now, when I think about, I'm going to get emotional. Hang on a minute. Right. When I think about these allegations, and we can, I'm on my next video, my next live stream, I'm going to go through these allegations. When I think about them, I want to cry, guys. It really upsets me. Now, let me just see if it's on here. I'm just see. There's someone sent me an audio. I think it was on the 24/7 chat. Let me just see if it's there. When I imagine that happening to my own daughter, and remember, I have a 7-year-old daughter. Priscilla Presley was on watch. It was her daughter, Priscilla Presley. She does have a responsibility to protect her daughter. Right, let's just see if this is it. But I tell you what, guys, I'm going to play this and I'm going to have to go. Yeah? But guys, we can't, what's the word when you're being too gentle and you're being too protective, too careful? Yeah? You can't do it in these circumstances. This is too serious. This is too serious. We're not going to, I don't know what the word is when you're just being too protective. What is the word, Elaine? Tell me. You're mollycoddling Riley. You're going, oh, poor Riley. She doesn't want to get upset. Or, you know, what's the word? No. We look to Riley now to do the right thing for her mother. She deserves it. Right, now listen to this, guys.
The first time Edwards came into my room in the middle of the night, drunk, kneeling, was years before. I think I was 10. I woke up to find him on his knees next to my bed, running his finger up my leg under the sheets. And if I moved, he stopped. So I moved. I was awake, but I was trying to be asleep. He said he was going to teach me what was going to happen when I get older. He was putting his hand on my chest and saying, a man's going to touch here. Then he put his hand between my legs and he said, they're going to touch you here. I think he gently kissed me and then left that night. I told my mom in the car the next day and I watched her slam her foot down on the gas. At home, I ran to my room and she flew into her room and slammed the door. Eventually, she called me in and said that Edwards wanted to apologize. Edwards was sitting on their bed looking very sullen and sulky. He said, I'm so sorry, but in Europe, that's how they teach the kids, so that's what I was doing. I didn't know what to say. I would always feel bad for him when he apologized. Eventually, it became that he would touch me and spank me, telling me not to look. Don't look at me, he'd say. Don't turn your head. I assume he was jerking off. He wouldn't be mad at me. He did it very calmly, just sitting in a chair, whacking my ass. My butt would be black, blue, orange, green. It was kind of the same drill every time. He'd come in the room, do what he did. Once I showed my mom my butt and she said, "Well, what did you do to cause that?" As if he had just given me a spanking for misbehavior. And then she'd go scream at him. He'd say, "Oh, I was drunk," or "She was actually flirting with me." And then she would make him come in and apologize. I would feel bad and forgive him. I was 11, 12, 13. He'd still come into my room now and then, but I would move or do something to make him think that I was waking up. Then he'd run down the hallway back to my mom's room, freak out, and stay away. At this point in my life, my mom was trying to have a career. She was trying to be a model and an actor.
Okay, guys, says it all, doesn't it? That ending, my mum was trying to have a career. Yeah? Priscilla Presley is responsible as a parent, as the carer. She would leave Michael Edwards for weeks on end, I think, in my opinion. Michael Edwards became like a parent to poor Lisa Marie, left alone with this predator. It's disgusting. Now, I know these are allegations, so it's going to have to be opinions for entertainment purposes. Now, I really hope I haven't upset anyone. I really hope that you guys don't think that I am against Riley. I'm not. I am fully there for the bloodline, 100%. But yes, I am going to twist Riley's arm and say, you must do the right thing for your mother. She 100% deserves it. She definitely can't defend herself anymore. Yeah? So guys, together as Team Elvis, Elvis fans around the world, this is a global movement defending Elvis Presley, defending Lisa Marie. Together, we are going to shout as loud as we can, and we are going to demand that the news companies are covering this properly, that Riley Q is asked the right questions. And if she's not prepared to answer the questions, we're going to make sure, with help of people like Amy Collette, our #1 researcher, we are going to make sure that the press cover this story properly so that these allegations are given to the police so the authorities can demand answers. We're not just going to go, oh, well, it was in a book and it happened 45 years ago. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to deal with this now, today. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some more research. I'm going to look at all the different interviews. I'm going to see what the other YouTube channels are doing. I'm also going to look at other YouTube channels' review of this book, because I still haven't read this book, guys. I need to read this book. I need to listen to the Audible book as well. So I got some work to do, and we're going to do it together as Team Elvis. Guys, I'm going to try and come back in an hour. I'm going to try. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Now, I've been quite emotional, quite upset, quite angry. I'm still fuming. I do need to calm down. I need to do some more research. I need to get my head around this. This is big. This is big. This is history. Yeah? That book, From Here to the Great Unknown, is the biggest thing that's happened since Elvis died. Lisa Marie's book. And we are going to give it the respect it deserves. We're going to break it down. And we are going to defend the Presley bloodline on behalf of Elvis, who can't defend himself, on behalf of Lisa Marie, who cannot defend herself. And we are going to make Riley and Finley and Harper proud. I know they're already proud. We are going to make them more proud. Together, Team Elvis, Elvis fans around the world, using many other Elvis channels, whether they're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, together as a giant movement, We're going to wrap our giant blanket around all these Elvis defenders, and we're going to do this together. Yeah, and we're going to make a difference, guys. And we want answers from Michael Edwards and Priscilla Presley. We want answers. I looked, if you are watching this, Michael Edwards and Priscilla Presley, we want answers. Your press release, Michael Edwards, is not good enough. Your press release just denying everything is bullshit. Come on, own up, accept responsibility, pay your dues. Again, it's allegations still to be proven for entertainment purposes. Okay, guys, gotta go. 56 people watching. Please subscribe. Please like. It helps the channel. And the more people that watch what we're doing, the larger our movement grows. We can make a difference, guys. We can make a difference. Take care. Love to all of you. Love to all of you guys. I got to run off, get the kids from school.